So we've done the home kits, we've done the away kits. I think it's about time we did the third kits. Let's jump into this one. Guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. I always enjoy doing this video, but today we are going to be grading each Championship club's third kit that they've released for this season. Now, the majority of Championship clubs have released a third kit this season. We've just got a handful of them who haven't put them out. But for all those that have, I'm interested to get your guys' takes on these ones. We've got quite the range in here. I feel like clubs go pretty safe usually with the home kit. Away kit, they may push the boat out a little bit, and then third kit, they just go with whatever really. So we've got quite the variety in today's video. As always, if you do go on to enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. If we hit 300 likes, that would be massively appreciated. But without any further ado, let's jump into looking at some of these kits. So starting out with Barnsley's third kit for the season, they've kept this one fairly simplistic with the red on white, obviously the pinstripes running across this one, which do blend in fairly well with the rest of the shirt, obviously the badge on there as well. I'm not gonna lie, some of my opinions have changed on teams' away kits since I last made that video. Barnsley's away kit in particular has, to be fair, been one that has grown on me a little bit, and I think that this one is solid, albeit not a world beater. I give that like a C, I think, for my grading. Maybe pushing a C+, because it does look fairly sleek and effective, but yeah, not one of my favourites. Next up we go to the Birmingham third kit. Now this is definitely going to be probably the most controversial one of the video, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this one in the comments down below, because I mean, it's definitely striking. It stands out in the crowd, doesn't it? It is very sort of Hull City-esque, and some of the kits that they've had in previous years with that sort of print and design on it, and this may be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I'm kind of digging it, to be fair. Now, there are a few things which I don't like about this kit, and I'll get them out of the way. First of all, the back of the shirt is absolutely hideous with what's going on with the rest of it. Like, if you want that sort of pattern, have it going on throughout the whole shirt. Don't have this just block of green that looks really ugly on the back. The other thing that I'm not particularly a massive fan of are the sort of shorts on this one and how the rest of the kit actually looks, but if I'm judging it just by a shirt on the front, I actually quite like it. Because of the things that I don't like about it though, it knocks it down a couple of ratings, but overall, I'm going to give that like a B. I don't mind that one. Some people are going to absolutely hate that though and rinse me in the comments down below, aren't they? Next up then for Blackburn Rovers third kit. Now I actually think they've worn this yellow third kit more than they have this season. Their actual official away kit, the half and half red and black one, which I was actually quite a big fan of. If you've not seen my away kit ranking video, go check that one out. I think I gave that one a fairly high grade. This one, not as much of a fan, but still a solid looking shirt nonetheless. I do quite like the blue on yellow. I think it looks quite nice blend together. Overall, I give that one like a B-. I don't hate that kit, but I don't like it as much as I did the half and half one that they got for their away kit. Next up then for the Blackpool third kit. Now if you watch my other ranking videos of kits this season, I've not been all too kind with the Blackpool kit so far. Home kit really wasn't a fan of. Away kit was alright, but out of the three, I'd say this is clearly the best kit that Blackpool have come out with this season. It does have a few marks which I do like about it. The old school badge, you know, always going to be a win for tradition and stuff like that. I like how they've gone with a different sponsor on each of the kits as well. Get Vocal being a mental health campaign, which is a nice touch. And they've also got the Blackpool seafront on there as well. If it wasn't a Blackpool kit, I'd probably be ranking it a little bit higher than I'm about to, because it's in my instincts as a Preston fan to dislike everything Blackpool, but everything taken into consideration, I'm going to give that kit a B. It's a solid effort there. Easily the best out of the three that they've come out with this year. Next then we go to the Bournemouth third kit, and this is going to be another divisive one. Some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. I am not massively digging this one. Umbro are usually so reliable for me as well. Like, I'd say that over the years they've probably been my favourite kit manufacturer. I like a lot of what they come out with, but in general the Bournemouth kits this year, I've not really been feeling any of them massively. They've gone for a pretty out there one for the third kit, which I think they needed to with how sort of basic their standard away kit was, and sometimes being bold doesn't pay off. And in this instance, yeah, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of this kit. I'm going to give it a D for me personally. You're either going to love or hate that one. Next up then we go to Bristol City's third kit. Now I have had problems with Bristol City's kit so far this season. Home kit, didn't like. Away kit, really didn't like. And I think at times that was a bit of an unpopular opinion, because some people really have been digging the Bristol City kits this season, and whilst this one still has some of the problems that I've mentioned with the other kits, I can't help but be a big fan of this one. I think the colour design and everything going on in this one is quite sleek really, and I can forgive all the other problems that I had with the other shirt, but that is by far my favourite kit that Bristol City have come out with this year. They brought the level back up for me. That's getting an A-. For Cardiff's third kit this season, they're just using their away kit from last season. So let's go back to last year's video and see what I rank that kit. It's the colour for me which just isn't doing it. That's going to be personal preference. It just looks a bit washed out and tired. I don't look at that kit and get excited. I also think it's a little bit weird how the sponsor is so high up on that shirt. I don't know if it's the picture I'm looking at, but the sponsor is literally right under the badge. This Cardiff kit, if I'm being honest with you, it's a bit of a lazy effort. 4 out of 10 from me. I'm not digging it. Yeah, I can't say that one's grown on me much since then either, to be honest with you. That's getting a D. Next then we go to Coventry's third kit for the season. Now, on the whole, I think that Coventry have done a pretty decent job with their kits this year. I'd still say that their home kit for me personally is the favourite of mine that they put out this season. Away kit, maybe a little bit more hit and miss, but this one they definitely brought back in style. They've gone for something really different compared to everyone else this year with the sort of two-tone kit, the two colours on this one. If they didn't do this right or get the right sort of pattern to go alongside it, it could come across as a little bit boring, but I think they pulled this one off really quite well actually. I'm giving that one an A-. I really like that one. Next up then for the Derby third kit, this one is meh, it's alright. I feel like with a couple of tweaks this one could have been right up there, but as it is right now, it's just sort of like an okay one. It's not awful, it's not great. We've spoken about this countless times on videos before, but the massive sort of 32 red sponsorship I'm not the biggest fan of. But overall, it's an alright looking shirt. I give that one a C. Fulham's third kit for this season is just a bit of a copy and paste job, to be honest with you, with their away kit from last season. They obviously just have the more up-to-date sponsor on it, which I do think the sponsor on this kit looks a lot nicer than it does on the home one, where for me it just looked a little bit out of place. But yeah, I don't mind the yellow away kit, but this one loses a few marks for just being a copy and paste job from last season's one, so they're around a C+. I'd give that one, don't mind it. Next then to Huddersfield Town, and do you know what? Huddersfield, they just not missed with any of their kits this season, and their third kit follows along on that trend. Now, by no means is this one my favourite out of the three, but still a really solid effort, especially compared to all the other third kits that we're going to be ranking in today's video. I like how they switched up the colour scheme on the badge for this one to fit in with the rest of the shirt. The sort of pattern design that they got going on around the sleeves fits in really nicely, and I also think it's quite a nice colour. Yeah, not my favourite of the three, but I'd still give that a B+. I don't think that they've had any misses with any of their kits this year. Next up then for Hull City. Now the bar is set incredibly high for Hull because their away kit was absolutely gorgeous. Have they managed to live up to the hype with the third kit? Do you know what? I think they have. I think this is one of the best third kits that we've got this season, if not the best in the Championship. I think this one is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, Umbro more than bringing the bar back with Hull City's collection of kits this year. It is a bit Bradfordy with the main sort of colour design on this one, but I think that everything just works perfectly on this one. I think the sponsor fits in well, the colour scheme that it's got going on the shoulders, the sort of classic orange and black on there. That accompanied by their blackout away kit might just be two of the best in the Championship this season for me. That's getting an A+, I absolutely love that kit as well. Next then to Luton Town, who are another club who I think have really smashed it with their kits this season. Home kit I was a massive fan of, away kit I absolutely love. I also think they've done a good job with this third kit as well. Now, there are some really nice touches on this one, and I particularly like the message of this one, sort of giving something back to the fans. So basically, in the small prints there, they've got names of all the different fans who helped them out financially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Just as a nice touch there to sort of give, you know, something back and show that recognition from the club. You know, we've seen sort of other clubs do this in the past, you know, with those small like little names on there and stuff like that. And I think that's a nice touch, really. Their away kit's still my personal favourite for the season, but this one is up there as well. I'll give that a B+. Next up then for Millwall's third kit. Now, I actually think I quite like this one, although it's just not very Millwall-y, if you get me. I feel like if this was another club's kit, it may have maybe a little bit more merit. But from a Millwall kit, I always expect a very sort of specific thing. And this isn't quite that, which I do like. You know, it's you know, nice to switch it up every now and again. And it certainly breaks the mould of what I'd come to expect from a Millwall kit. But all things taken into consideration, I don't hate that one. I'd give that a B. Next up then for the Nottingham Forest third kit. Now this one certainly hits you. It's a very striking number, this one, isn't it? You're not going to miss it in a crowd. I feel like I don't know if this is going to be a controversial opinion or not. I think that it is a really hideous football kit. But on the flip side of that, if I was a Nottingham Forest fan, I kind of want it for that reason. You know, when you have a kit that can be, you know, so wacky and so ugly that it kind of works and you want it for that reason, I feel like I'd be on board in that sense. But judging it solely as a football kit, I'm not a fan of this one at all. And it's a shame because I mean, I love the Forest away kit. That one, they went for a little bit more of a discreet colour, so, you know, I'm not surprised they've gone for a really wacky one as their third kit. But for me personally, it's going to get a D. I can't get on board with that, I'm sorry. Next then to Preston North End, and finally we have a kit this season which I can actually get behind. Our home kit was a bit bland, I could take it or leave it. Away kit was absolutely horrific, but this third kit, I actually think they've done a really good job with. Now, the funny story behind this one is that a few seasons ago, we did actually release a red away kit, or at least we thought we did. That original red kit got a load of backlash from people complaining about it, that the club actually never released it, and we ended up completely scrapping it and changing it. Well, thankfully, they've actually stuck with the plan to put out this red kit this season, and it's by far and away the best of the bunch that we've got. I like how this one looks, and I'm willing to forgive the fact that there is a night template because it's so much better than our other two kits, and for that reason I'm giving it an A, and I don't care, I like it. Sheffield United have basically just gone for a re-release of last season's away kit for their third kit this season, just with the new sponsor updated on there, and while it may lose a few marks for originality in that sense, it is a really nice kit, to be fair. This is the sort of greenish kit that I can get behind. The gold on it works really nice. I like the gold trimmings going on all around it, and the shorts and socks look good on this one as well. I give that one an A-. I do like that kit quite a bit. Swansea have gone for the orange third kit this season, and I don't think I'm digging this one particularly, especially compared to their home and away kit. You know, away kit absolutely loved, home kit I really liked as well. Third kit, I think, is the weakest of the three for me personally. I get that they would have wanted to go with the sort of colourful one, as obviously home and away they've gone for white and black. I think it's the collar on this one just makes it look a bit too much like a training top. Giving that one a C-, not the biggest fan. Finishing it off though with West Brom's bruised banana kit for this season, and for me personally, I think that West Brom's kits as they've been released have gradually got better and better. The home kit, I could take it or leave it. Away kit, I like quite a bit. Third kit is by far and away the best of the bunch. I think this one's a really sleek looking one personally. I think this one looks really vibrant, and whenever West Brom wearing this one on the telly or whatever, I think, yeah, nice looking kit that. So yeah, for me personally, that one's right up there. I'm giving that one an A. But guys, there we have it. Those are my personal rankings for the Championship third kits that we've had come out this season. Obviously, a handful of clubs, like I said at the start, not releasing third kits for this season, but we got the majority of the Championship clubs in there. So I want to know from you guys, best and worst third kits this season in your opinion. Let me know down below. Apart from that though, guys, that will now wrap it up for today's video. These videos are just for a bit of fun really at the end of the day, but I welcome all your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure we'll have a good laugh in there with a few of your guys' opinions. But apart from that, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.